Coming to you from the third floor of the Rhode Island State House, my name is Dave Barber, and a segment we simply call Capitol Spotlight. We invite a member of the General Assembly in and discuss some of the things they've been working on and how it might impact you, the Rhode Island citizen. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome back a gentleman we've interviewed many times. He is the chairman of the all-important Veterans Committee here for the House of Representatives, the Honorable Chair, Raymond Gallison. Chairman, it's good to see you, and thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Great to see you, David. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, listen, you're in the thick of things with this issue of tolls on the Sakkonnet River Bridge. Bring us up to date on that. I know it's something you've been talking to me about for a long time. Where does the situation stand as of this moment?
As of this moment, the Turnpike and Bridge Authority has the authority right now for maintaining the Sakkonnet River Bridge. And they have stated that the way they're going to do that is by instituting tolls. And what has happened is there have been public hearings in the East Bay area, Portsmouth High School and Tiverton High School, and testimony has been taken from citizens and businesses about the negative impacts that these tolls will have on business people and on everyday citizens traveling across that bridge. So the application is going into the Federal Highway Administration seeking permission to put the tolls on the Sakkonnet River Bridge. My colleagues in the House and I, Representative Edwards, Representative Finn, Representative Canario, and I have sponsored a letter that is now going to be going to the Federal Highway Administration and to Ray LaHood, Secretary of Transportation, asking the Federal Highway Administration to conduct hearings, public hearings, here in the state of Rhode Island, in Portsmouth and Tiverton, so that they can hear firsthand what the negative impacts are going to have on the people in this area.
Well, as you mentioned, small business would be concerned, but I have to believe that a lot of citizens are pretty up in arms over the possibility of this happening.
They are. There's a number of people that travel across that bridge 3, 4, 5 times a day, because going from Tiverton to Portsmouth for people for doctor's appointments, for schools, things like that. So we need to stop the tolls, and we're going to do everything possibly that we can to stop the tolls. It should be something that's shared throughout the state, because that bridge is important for economic development, both from the defense industry, from people coming in from Massachusetts that are working at the defense industries, from the marine trade industries, and even the tourist industry. Which people are coming in from other parts of the country, they're using that bridge. So we need to make sure that tolls do not go on that bridge.
You mentioned the defense industry, leads me right into my final question. You chair the all-important House Veteran Affairs Committee. As the session progresses, what are going to be some of the key issues that you'll be working on with that committee?
Well, a very important issue came to us from the Captain Mechatarian, who is the commanding officer of Naval Station Newport. There's a problem right now with people that are getting called to active military service having problems with leases. And if they get activated and they go overseas or go into another part of the country and they can't pay their leases, there's a problem. And people, some ruthless people are going in and trying to get judgments against military people on their leases. So we have legislation in now that will allow a person that's activated to get out of a lease, whether it be a housing lease, an automobile lease. These people need help when they're getting activated, so we're going to do that to try to help them.
You know, do they not have any conscience whatsoever? My goodness, people that are serving in our military aren't getting rich at it, and to think that they have a situation that takes them maybe to another part of the world, they need some consideration on a lease. You're actually telling me there are people that are trying to hold their feet to the fire and make them pay up?
That is exactly right, Dave. It's unconscionable that this is happening, so we're going to do something to correct that, and that's exactly what this legislation will do. It'll allow those men and women that are activated to get out of the leases.
You know, and let's put in a little plug for some of the men and women who have served honorably in our military and are now back in the Ocean State looking for work. It would sure be nice if business owners who are hiring give special consideration to our men and women in uniform.
That would be great, and any business that needs people to work there, please. They can contact the National Guard. They can contact our office here at the State House. We can put them in touch with people that have a lot of skills that have come back from serving overseas and from active military service, and we can put these people to work, and they need the work.
Chairman Gallison, thank you so much for taking time before session to talk with us. I wish you the very best.
Thank you, Dave.
And of course, we couldn't do it without you. Thank you for tuning in from the third floor of the Rhode Island State House. For Capitol Television, I'm Dave Barber.